What's going on YouTube? Blaze West here again, bringing up another video of the rest of my gaming collection. First up, I'm going to pretty much say that this is probably the ultimate music game that you can get. Me and my family absolutely love playing this game. We love getting on the guitar, the microphones. I had the drums, but unfortunately they broke. And of course the game I'm talking about is Rock Band 3. Absolutely love this game. It is just a blast to play. So much fun. It's pretty much karaoke night at your own place. I have a lot of parties where people come over and we play Rock Band and just play it all hours of the night. So absolutely want to suggest, if you want a gaming game, Rock Band 3. It has it all. And the next few ones I want to show you, I've got a couple sports games. I don't have as many as I'd like. But I do have a few, and they're pretty kind of old and outdated, but still fun to play and something I enjoy. The first one up is Tiger Woods '08. One of the very first sports games I got. Usually had a lot of Tiger Woods games, like on the old PlayStations and things. Tiger Woods '08 actually was one of the first ones that I believe that you can actually import your own picture and actually play as your own character. So that was pretty innovative, and I thought a pretty cool feature. So you can actually see yourself out there golfing instead of just being some computer player or actually being Tiger Woods. But definitely a good game, fun game. It's Tiger Woods PGA Tour '08. And the next one up on my list, if you play football, you play Madden. I've got the 2010 edition. It's a great edition, very realistic. I remember I was playing it one day and I had somebody come in and ask me what game was I watching, just because it looked so realistic. I mean, you could see the blades of grass on the ground, and the snow and everything was pretty awesome. The controls are tight. It's very immense. The franchise, the way you can go into it and actually build your own online franchise and make all your moves and coaches is awesome. The atmosphere is awesome. It really feels like you're playing a real football game. So absolutely love it. It's Madden 2010. The next one up is a basketball game that I absolutely love, NBA 2K11. That's right, Jordan on the cover. This is the reason why I got this game. I hadn't really played too many NBA 2Ks, but NBA 2K11 with Michael Jordan on it had me hooked. He was always a favorite of mine growing up, and I played it and I absolutely love it. It's a great game. I know they have 2K13 out now. Like I said, mine's pretty old, which I will be getting the 2K13 as well as Madden 13. But if you want something that's probably cheaper now and not as much as a $60 game, then I definitely suggest getting 2K11. It's a great game, great buy. Franchise as well. You can build your team and all that. It's great. Now I'm going to get into the meat of the video, and that's going to be my third-person games, and I've got quite a few of them, and I'm going to run through them. Try not to talk too much, but I'm a gabber, so here we go. First one up is probably what I would say the best Batman game ever made, next to the one after it, and the best superhero comic book game out there on the market, Batman Arkham Asylum. This one's a great one. You play as Batman, of course, and you get to play through Arkham Asylum. It is very confined in the fact that you're playing in Arkham Asylum the whole time. It uses a lot of stealth. It is definitely a great game, and I have the Game of the Year edition. Came with some extra things. You can play as Joker and one of the things. But one I think is better than that, only because the fact that you can kind of move around and kind of do what you want, which is what I like to do in games. Batman Arkham City. And this one I have the Game of the Year edition as well. 10 out of 10. It's a perfect game. Awesome DLCs that it comes with. You can play Harley Quinn's Revenge, and you get a Catwoman pack and all that stuff, so that you can actually fight in like waves and fight different enemies in different rounds. And to play as Catwoman is awesome because she kicks major ass. Love this game. It's a fun game. My son loves this game. It's a good family game. And next up we have Dead Space. Scary game. Scary game. I do not suggest playing this at nighttime, or if you're a masochist and you want to be scared like I do, play it at nighttime. That was the best, because I literally thought something was coming through my walls to get me. The great effects on this game. Great lighting. I love the techniques on how they scared you. You kind of thought maybe something was coming and you weren't for sure, but then all of a sudden it scared you. It's a great third-person shooter. It's pretty awesome on what you can do. That's the greatest hits right there. And I also have the limited edition Dead Space 2. This also was awesome. The scares, I thought maybe, on the second one that, it wouldn't scare me as much because I would kind of know what to expect. But actually they surprised me a lot, and they stepped it up. And also this is the first time you get a chance to actually hear Isaac Clarke's voice. So that was pretty cool to actually hear his voice, because in the first one you were pretty confined, and you really felt like you were in space, and you really felt like you were isolated. This one's a little bit more open, but I absolutely love that game. The next one is probably one of the greatest third-person RPGs, open world, whatever you want to call it, Fallout 3. Again, I've got the Game of the Year edition. I love Game of the Year editions. I suggest if you love a game, and go ahead and get the Game of the Year edition. It's going to come with everything. It comes with all the DLCs. This one had, I believe, 5 DLCs that came up before. And it was Operation Anchorage, The Pit, Broken Steel, Point Lookout, and Mothership Zeta. Tons of weapons and mods and different things you can do. You can play as you want. You can craft your character. I think the very first time I played this, I played an evil character and pretty much killed everything and looted everyone. And I believe at the end of the game, I got called Evil Incarnate. Yeah, not so good. So now I've been playing it again and trying to play the good side. It's definitely a lot harder playing the good side than playing bad. And next up, we have some legends in the game. We got God of War, the collections. This one actually shows God of War 1 and God of War 2, redone in HD for the PS3. Love these games. They're so much fun. And next up is the one that I actually got with my PS3, God of War 3. Absolutely epic is all I have to say, epic. My wife doesn't usually like to watch me play video games. When I play video games, she hits the road. But this one was one of the first ones she would actually sit down and watch me play because she was so enthralled in the story, the captivating images on the screen. I mean, it was just amazing, some of the things that you would see and that you could do. And I believe the very intro of the game, you're actually fighting on a tree. And the tree is moving and doing things up a mountain, and you're fighting in the way the camera angles switch, and you're fighting on top, and you're fighting below, and then you fight Poseidon, and I remember going through Poseidon's chest and slamming him against the wall, and that first little quick time event where I murdered him, I was hooked. I was like, this is an amazing epic game, so definitely check out God of War 3. Next few I have here, I've got Mass Effect 2. What else can I say? It's a legend. Mass Effect 2, absolute awesome third-person RPG. You get to be part of a story, and actually all your decisions from Mass Effect 1 carried over to Mass Effect 2, and all your decisions from Mass Effect 2 actually covered over to Mass Effect 3. Awesome job. I absolutely love the multiplayer on this. It's a breath of fresh air. It's a 4-player co-op mode where you actually work with 3 other people. It's better to have friends, I think, than to play with randoms, but randoms is also good too. You can mix up your powers, mix up your guns, mix up your classes, and really go to town. Been having a lot of fun with this game. Mass Effect 3, I definitely suggest you go pick those up. Great series, absolute great series. This next one, Red Dead Redemption. Rockstar Games does an amazing job on telling stories. This story is epic. It has got everything that you want from a game. It's got the voice acting, the gameplay, the graphics are pretty good. I like the ability to actually go out and hunt, but I love this game. It's so much fun. It's a long game. It takes a little while to take and do. And the next one I have here is Sniper Elite V2. If you like to snipe, this is a good game. I do have some issues with the game as far as the repetitiveness of, like, the kill cams are awesome, but they do get a little old. And the levels are actually pretty hard. You would think that even on easy mode, these are hard. You got to really play, and I actually love the difficulty of it. I like being able to challenge myself. So that's Sniper Elite V2. Next 2 on my list are absolutely epic as well. You can't really say anything better than Naughty Dog. I've got Uncharted 2 here. Great game. Multiplayer's good. Everything out of the first game that you liked, it made it so much better, I think. You know, I got 5 out of 5 stars. I think more number 10 stars out of anything was Uncharted 2. And last but not least, certainly, is Uncharted 3, another game of the year. This game is absolutely epic as well. I love the acting in this game. I love the action. I love the feel of it. I love the fact that you can actually play it like a movie. I mean, it's literally like playing a movie. This is another one that my wife would actually sit and watch me play just because she was so enthralled in the story and wanted to know what happened next. And that is my third-person shooters and my sports game. Again, I'm trying to up my collection. If you have any ideas or any tips on other games that I should try, I would definitely like to check them out. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.